Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your Side Quest Contact. This is going to be part 25 of our Let's Make an Adventure series. And during the first 24 of these episodes, we've gone through the writing process, the thinking and the writing process, getting the story together, getting the characters together, the NPCs, deciding what monsters and encounters are going to go when and where. And we have a really good outline for that. We've gone through, we set up quite a few documents down here that kind of outline how the adventure goes. And if we were looking at to publish this, then obviously I would want to do more revisions, more editing, kind of get it laid out to publishable form. But for our purposes of just running a game with friends or whatnot, this is perfect. We just go to the document we need for that scenario, and then kind of walk through that outline with the players. So now that we got that all squared away, the next thing we got to talk about is maps. Maps are good because they give your characters players a visual reference, and they also give them things to look at and ways to plot and strategize around what's in the area. So to get started, let's come up with a list. And at base, we need a base minimum. We need a regional map, right? So the players know their home area. We also maybe want some encounter maps, some jungle encounters, some urban encounter maps. If you're using a virtual tabletop, it's really helpful just to import it and just put your character tokens on there, and it's very easy for the players to react to and interact with. If you're using tabletop, traditional tabletop, I've had some players mention how they'll go and like to Walgreens or a CVS, and they'll be able to print out pretty large scale maps that you can use for minis that are reasonably priced, she said. Okay, so we're going to talk about the map for this region. That's where we're going to start. So let's go in, and the map tool I like to use is called Inkarnate. Pretty cool tool. There's a free version. There's a paid subscription version. The paid subscription version is reasonable, and there's a lot of cool stuff here. And if you are paying, you do get to use your maps for commercial. Some of the maps in my adventures up on the DM's Guild use this or come from here. All right, so we're going to go to regional. Okay. Now, one tool I really like, because I always have a hard time like starting with how the land looks, what the layout of the surface land looks like. Where the peninsulas, the harbors are, the rivers and inlets and such. So this tool is very helpful because if I go to this world generator tool down here, I can tell it how much surface water I want, and then it kind of gives me a place to start. Kind of generates a place to start. Now, for surface water, you got to think about what the adventure is about. Do we have a lot of aquatic encounters, a lot of encounters on the water? In this adventure, the answer is no. But you still need water around. Cities, towns, settlements, they all have to be stationed near some water, some fresh water. It's the source of all life and such. So but we don't need a ton of it. We don't need a lot of it. So let's go with 40%. We're going to go with 40% here. And let's see what that gives us. Okay, I could see some potential here. Now, what I'm looking for is a place to put a city and a couple towns and a handful of villages to start off. Now well, first let's grid it out. And for tier 1 first level starting characters, this region really needs to be about no further than around 50 miles across. If they had to go from end to end, it would take a couple days to do that, to traverse that. If they started in the center and had to go to an end, it might take a day or so. So let's kind of do 50 miles. And let's see. So if we could say each of these hexes is 10 miles. One, two, yeah, 10 across. Yeah, okay. 10 across, that'll be 50 miles. Okay. So where is our city going to go? Let's get a city. And it's kind of big, so let's drop that down. What does 50 look like? 50 still kind of big. 25, oh, 25, okay. Maybe 20. All right, yeah, we'll go with 20. Okay. Now, the city itself, this image here is not really going to be to scale, because if it were to scale, that means this city is about 10 miles across. But I don't think that's going to be the case. This is just kind of image holder. But let's just see what it looks like if we drop it down to 15. No, not 2015. 15. That's a little bit. That's better. Okay, so good spot for a city. Kind of want it maybe to be central. I like this little harbor here. So if we're situated here, that's a good spot. Put it right there. Okay. So there's where our city is. Now this is where Frank Gruza, our Bugbear Ranger Gladiator contact, lives. And now let's get a town. There we go. We'll go with this. Human towns. And let's put one. Now we're going to have two of these here. So let's have one. And we're also thinking about where is this jungle? Where's this jungle located? All right, so let's put a town right here. Looks like a good spot. And maybe one right here. Okay. Oh, now one of these towns, remember, is Kimchek's town, and that town is in the jungle. So actually, let's just place one town for now, and then we'll decide where the jungle is going to be, and that's where Kimchek's village is or town is. Okay, so now let's think about villages, farmers who feed the cities and such. And we could put, let's see, around this city, let's put a couple. Let's put like one here, maybe one over here. One up here looks good. Okay. And around this town, we might want a couple, maybe like one here and here. All right, that looks good. All right, now, where are we going to put this jungle? All right, trees, and then I'm going to jungle trees right here. So, we could put it, let's see, I'm thinking it needs to be kind of in this section here because it has to be reachable from the city. It has to be reachable from Kimchek's town, or I'm sorry, Grumpo's town. So it's going to, I'm thinking in this region. So let's lay out some trees here. How big are these trees need to be? How about we go 50? Yeah, that looks good. And then, all right, good. I got it random. So just kind of fill this in. All kinds of random looking jungle trees. And it doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason. You just kind of, I like to just fill it in. This is where our were tiger's going to live. This is where a lot of the action's going to happen. Kind of up and down in this region here. All right, that looks good. Okay, so down in here. Now, societies and civilizations, they also need mountains. And one of the things I like to do with mountains is use those to block off areas of the map that I don't really want the players to go to. Let's get some. I like green mountains. Let's do these green mountains. For example, like this northern section here, players may say, "Hey, what's beyond this?" I have mountains, and you can't get past it. So we'll kind of let's see. We got it. Yeah, we'll use that for. Got some mountain chains up here. Maybe maybe around here too. And of course, with mountains, you need hills at the edge. Here we get some green hills. Kind of, just kind of put those here. And also over here. All right, let's save this. What is call this? Let's make an adventure region. Okay. Oh, I accidentally put some hills where I didn't want them. Let me get rid of those. Okay. Oh, we got a little section here. Let's kind of mountain this off too. Now with mountains, usually come. Oh, did it again. With mountains, usually come rivers. Now we got a pretty good bit of water here. Um, I'm thinking this is a lake area. I don't really. So if we went, I mean, big lakes. But I don't think we have like a coastal region here. So let's have. Maybe we need some water. Let's make this. Drop this down some. Maybe 25. Yeah, we just got a little, maybe a river coming through here. That's kind of big. It's kind of thick for what I want. It's good. 15. Yeah, that's better. Maybe a little river coming through here. I want to kind of go out that way too. And maybe kind of going down here and empty into here. A little one empty into here. We maybe want some water here in the jungle too. Let's put a couple lakes in here. Just kind of draw a little there. Maybe around here. Some little ponds where the wildlife go to drink and such. Okay. Starting to see a map here, an actual map. And you know what? I think we also need a road. Or maybe street. Okay. Yeah. let's go back. Let's just close that. Okay. And we'll do that later. Now, okay, so Kimchek's village. Let's go and get another town. It's going to be kind of like in here somewhere. Let's get it. Let's go get a town stamp. Say it's an orc town. These are all human towns. Tutors, humans, fortress, more orcs. Let's see, anything Fey based? Let's see, anything Fey or Fairy? That might look nice. Oh, what is that? Oh, Fairy pumpkins. Okay, nah, that's not gonna work. Right, what if we look for a village? Maybe treetop? Alright, we'll just use a generic town just for a placeholder for now. We'll just say it's in here. Okay. What are these 15 point? Let's double check. What was this town? This town is 15. Yeah, okay. 15. Let's put this right in, yeah, like right here. Kind of near the edge of the tree line, near a little lake here. So we do have some contact here. All right, now I want to go back and see what I could find. Let me just clear that out. Here we go. It's in here somewhere. I know there's some nice tile art you can use. Castles, castles. Here we go. Core. Deserts, dungeons. Pavement. Oh, that's what I should have searched. Pavement, maybe. Okay. Pavement. All right, let's go back to pavement. That'll work. And yeah, we want some paved some roads, right? Maybe a road to connects us to this village, and then to Grumphost Town, and then maybe up to this village here, maybe down to here. Okay. And up in this section, maybe we can have more jungle. Nah, let's leave that open. It doesn't have to be jungle. You say open grasslands, yeah, because they can farm and settle. Maybe we got some mining towns here. Yeah, that's actually probably what we got. We got a couple mining towns up in here. So let's go back to town. Yeah, let's put right here by this river. That makes. We got a little mining town. Maybe over here we got a little lumber town. So we're going to need roads to connect them. Let's say right here, and then up here. I mean, we got a river too, so they can put stuff on a boat, go across here, dock, or they can use the road. And if we got a mining town, probably need a village around it, a couple villages. Put one Put one here and one here. That looks good. I think there's enough around here. This lumber town, yeah, we're good. Okay. All right, so thinking we're getting a pretty good region map. We haven't really named anything, but that's okay. We don't have to name anything right now. And so, imagining how things look as far as the outline of the adventure goes, like the story goes. So we have starting points, right? We have um, we have Frangruza, her here. We have Kimchek in here, and we have Grumpo here. And then when things are going down, they're going to be making their way into here. And I'm thinking probably deeper into the jungle is where a tiger lives. Oh, that's what we need on our list too. So let's go to our maps and let's put where a tiger lair. Now I don't think this is like an underground dungeon type lair. I think it's an open area, probably set up, fortified as best they can do out in the jungle, traps and such. For some reason in my mind, I'm thinking Predator, the movie Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger out in that jungle fighting the Predator. That type of setting. All right, let's save this. I like this map. Okay, so yeah, we got a pretty decent map here. Took us what, maybe 20 minutes. This episode was dedicated to kind of setting it up. Um, we can see where the NPCs are. We can see where the action's going to happen, and for the next episodes, we'll be working on more maps. Now, the other maps probably aren't going to take as long because these are going to be more like encounter based. So we don't need to like really think it through too much as we did here. We just kind of set up a map and put some cool stuff in it to make it look like a nice encounter. All right, friends. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out and while we created this. I think this looks pretty cool, and we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.